What's up, everybody? Silver here with another Halo Spartan Strike Achievement Guide. This time we're doing No Loose Ends, which is Complete Operation E, the final operation in Halo Spartan Strike on Steam, Windows 8, Windows Phone, iPad, and other iPad, iPhone. It's on iOS devices. But anyway, you start off this level, you're kind of in this zone. You can see some reinforcements are coming from the bottom and also from the right. Through those two door shields. So just throw grenades at the big guys and just shoot or smack the smaller guys. The grenades you don't need because we're going to be in a tank for the majority of this level, so you can just waste all your grenades right now. Just make it a little bit easier and a little bit quicker. You can see that there's an invisible elite or two in this section, but they don't actually do a lot of damage to you. You can see he swiped me a couple times and did not do that much damage, so whatever. I'll take it while I'm shooting at you. But anyway, just go in this tank. You get dropped off after you clear out that area by that lovely pelican. Thank you very much. And now we got to take out all these thingies, these power nodes or whatever. And we're going to take them out easily with this tank. Scorpion tank. Oh no, it's a grizzly tank actually. We get the double barrel action over here. And just take out, you can see there was another one I took out right there. Take out these explodey things. There's another one there I killed, or blew up. It was never living. There's another one right here. And now I'm stuck. This is dumb. Not a fan of the controls for vehicles in this game. But, you know, whatever. I have a ton of health, so that's nice. There's another one right there. There is a final one over here that I did not go to yet. But I'm going to it now. And there it goes. And again with my terrible driving. I'm not used to driving with only one joystick. Normally I drive with two joysticks. I am recording this on Steam, but I am using the Xbox 360 controller because I am a console gamer, and I know I'm not a pure PC Master Race guy. I'm just an idiot. I'm just a console boy. But I went the wrong way that way, probably because I play on consoles. But just go this way. And you could see you could have exchanged your current Grizzly for a better Grizzly, one that wasn't as beat up as this one, but I decided to not do that, not for any particular reason, mainly because I'm stupid and didn't care about my own well-being. But definitely grab that Grizzly if you need to. I end up probably needing to. I probably should have. My Grizzly does blow up at the very end, so. But we're close to the very end here. This is a fairly short level. Well, it's about average, I guess, for a Spartan Strike mission. But just go through. There's not much to this part. Just go around here as fast as you can, blowing through all these vehicles. You could shoot and kill the Wraith with just one blast, which is a double blast. So I guess it's technically two shells colliding into the Wraith to kill it, but pretty easy with the Grizzly. And you can see there I drove over all those suicide grunts, which is a terrible idea. I don't recommend doing that. Also, I should probably explain that this is not a gold star guide. I do have gold star guides up. If you are looking for those, just check out my channel. Search for Spartan Strike Gold Stars, or Gold Star, or whatever. And it should come up. It should be the first thing that comes up. But this part, you could stay in the tank if you wanted to. I don't know why I got out right here, but probably because it's about to blow up. Not that that's a terrible idea to get in there, because you could just easily turret them all to death quickly and efficiently. But up there it goes. And I'm just holding out right here. There are a bunch more enemies if you go back the way you came. There's more reinforcements in the form of ghosts and wraiths. But we don't care about getting our score up again. The gold star guides are not in this castle. I am sorry. So this next level is E2. Just smack these couple grunts right in the beginning. Hop in this shade turret and take out all or most of the enemies in the area. You can see it's one-shot kill. And it does have some blast damage. So even if you don't hit an enemy directly, it may still kill him. So that's nice. So you can see I killed everybody there. I hate this freaking shade turret. I'm trying to get out right now. It's not letting me. Very weird. There we go. I don't understand it. Sometimes it just doesn't want to let you leave. But grab that brute shot like you saw I just did there. I have SMGs and a brute shot now. Grab some plasma grenades, fill up on whatever you want. Go through, drive through, grab a burger from McDonald's, because we have a couple missions to go here. 5 to be exact, way more than a couple. But for all the elites and brutes, you want to use the brute shot because it quickly kills them. It's very easy, just a one-shot kill. You can see the splash damage from the brute shot actually killed 2 elites on either side of the brute shot explosion when I shot that barrier, which is pretty sweet. It's a significant amount of damage dealt by the brute shot, so that's pretty cool. So just use that on the big guys. Obviously, the small guys you just want to shoot with your SMGs for now. And I'm kind of pushing through pretty quickly. I do have this regeneration field. You could obviously just retreat if you're under pressure and you're about to die. So keep that in mind. You don't have to push through as I am. But just take out that one. There's a third one up here. You can see I'm just wrapping around and ignoring all those enemies. You could do that if you want. But you're kind of surrounded at this point, so if you're not comfortable doing that, see more infantry people are dropped off by that spirit. So you can see I was surrounded. If you're not comfortable doing that, obviously just take your time and take out the enemies. But that's just a quick way to do it if you're into that. If you're into quickies, you don't got time, you know, you got things to do. You got other achievements to tackle at least. Probably. This might not be your last one. It probably isn't your last one. There's probably more, and you can find those guides on my channel. I hope. If you can't, just tell me, and I'll make a guide for it. But anyway, I'm just going forward. I'm skipping most of the enemies. That invisible elite followed me. So now I'm switching out for a brute shot again. So I have a brute shot and an assault rifle at this point. Again, use the brute shot for all the big guys, which are the elites and the brutes. And the other smaller enemies, just use your assault rifle. Obviously, while you're killing the big guys with the brute shot, it may very well kill some smaller enemies in the nearby blast radius. So that's pretty cool. You might be wondering, where are all these proximity mines coming from? And it's from these brutes. They're pretty much just jerks. They like to throw down their proximity mines, and then they like to come up and hammer you, like in Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong isn't supposed... The monkey is not supposed to have the hammer. That is not cool. That's something Mario, myself, should have to even the odds. Not playing by the rules here, Brute Chieftains. But you can see you just have to clear out this area at the end. It's pretty easy with the brute shot to kill all the big guys and then just mop up the smaller guys with your other weapon. And that is the end of that level. Just hop in the Hornet and it will fly off and you'll be at this next level. So grab the hog right in the beginning and we could easily take out all of these enemies with said hog. All we need to do is kill 6 gold elites. You can see the large contacts on my radar. The big red diamonds are the ones that you need to kill. All the other ones you do not need to kill to end the level, but I mean, obviously, take out as many as you can, as easily as you can, because they will not return the favor of running by you. They will start shooting at you. So you can see we've come upon a second gold elite here. We just need to kill that guy. He got out of the ghost before it blew up, unfortunately, but then we quickly killed him. This part of the level is not very good for driving the Warthog, but it's definitely the easiest way to kill people because of the gun you have on your back. And also you could just run over the enemies. So you can see I ran over that third gold elite, so that's pretty cool. And now we're on to the bottom half of the mission, which you could switch out for a Kestrel right here if you want, right there. But I decided to just hog it. Hog the hog. Ain't nobody else getting a turn with this hog. And we'll go up here. There's a Brute Chieftain. There's actually 2 Brute Chieftains up there. And there's also the 4th Gold Wart, or not Gold Warthog. That is a mythical Halo 2 vehicle, which doesn't exist. I checked all over Headlong for it. I promise it's not there. But just go over here and kill this guy. He's hopping around. I decided to just hop out and throw grenades at him, which is an efficient way to kill him because he was just not having these hog bullets for breakfast. I went this way in error. I want to go over here. Again, you could do these guys in any order. This is just the order I tackle them in. But there's another one down here. As you can see, they're all indicated on your radar. But you want to take out this turret probably. And then you could drive right in there and either splatter him or at least corner him so he can't flop around like he does to dodge your bullets, and then you can just shoot him up. So now we're approaching the end, as we only have one more elite to kill. He's up here. And where are we going to splatter him? Are we going to shoot him to death? I don't know. It's exciting. What are we doing? Maybe neither at this pace. Nope, we splattered him. Back that thing up. Juvenile. Who knows what I'm talking about? Totally missed where I needed to go, which is down here. And all we need to do now is go to the end of the level and kill these enemies. There's just a handful of enemies that have infiltrated your quote-unquote base. It's really not much of a base. It's a pretty crappy base if it actually could be designated as a base. Not very impressive, guys. It's just a bunch of sandbags, basically. But we're on to the next level again, and you want to grab some ammo, go up and to the right here. You can see I have an AR. I'm going to switch out my plasma rifle or plasma repeater for a fuel, or not a fuel rod, an incineration cannon. There's an infinite amount of ammo on that Promethean pylon thing. And I'm just going to run through this part fairly easily. We have teleportation, so you could use that as a defensive mechanism. If you run out of shield, you could just teleport and keep teleporting. Oh god, these binary rifle guys. You probably do want to take these guys out. They could take your shields down in a hurry. But you could use the teleportation as a defensive mechanism. If you have no shield, you could just activate teleportation. The enemies won't be able to shoot you anymore. And before your teleportation runs out, you will have a full shield again. So that's nice. So use that to your advantage. I switched my other weapon for a binary rifle. So I have a binary rifle and a incineration cannon at this point. Hop in this Kestrel, because why not? And you can just speed by all these enemies, kill as many as you can with the guns, but also you could just splatter a bunch as you're moving through. That way you don't have to worry about too many people. This is the end of the level here, and you can see I just cleared out the majority of the enemies there. And now I'm going to teleport through. Apparently you can't teleport through very small crevices between the that enemy and that barricade. But when I came back to this dimension, when I was done teleporting, apparently that Promethean didn't like me being all up in his junk, so he teleported away himself. So then I was able to move to the end of the level, and it just ends it right there. You don't have to kill all the enemies at all. You don't have to kill anyone in that level, actually. But I guess that might be a challenge someone might want to undertake, not killing anybody while running through that level. I don't know. It probably wouldn't be too bad since you have teleportation. But, anywho, just get in this turret, and we're going to spend a good amount of time in this turret. There's going to be enemies coming at you from the bottom. There's going to be enemies coming at you from the left and also the right. You can see they're coming from the right, and unfortunately you can't shoot them until they come up around that barricade above you, because there is no way to shoot them over there. There's wreckage and garbage and crap in the way. This is an intense part-ish. You want to make sure that all the suicide grunts don't get at you, because obviously that could destroy your turret very quickly. So make those guys a priority whenever you see them. Just kill them as fast as possible, because you want to stay in this shade turret as long as possible, obviously. So we're shooting. At this point, at a certain point, which coincides with this point, you will find that all the enemies are coming from your left, so you could just continuously fire in that direction as they slowly make their way into your blasts of plasma. And then you could just, there's two left, so I'm just going to run over here and smack them to death. And there's always a guy in this turret, so you could just kill that guy with a grenade, a pulse grenade. If you use a normal grenade, it'll take 2 grenades. And at this point, there's a bombardment of plasma that will come down. Just stand still and you won't be able to get hit. Well, you could get hit, but your shield will recharge. So that's an easy way to just handle this. If you're running around, you could actually get hit by multiple plasma blasts all at once. So you just want to stand still like I'm doing now. You'll see that, oh no, a plasma blast came in. I'm not really showing you. This is a bad example. But I'll stand still here. I'm going to get hit right now. By the time another plasma blast hits me right there, my shield is already back up. So you can just stand in one spot during that whole sequence, and you'll be totally fine. At this point, there's a bunch of crawlers that come at you, and you could use your Magnum. You can see I picked up a brute shot before this whole sequence happened. But you could see, you could either stand in the middle and shoot them all as they come at you, or if you're not as comfortable being out in the open, you could just stand behind this. And this is a fairly decent position to be in. Also, it's good because it collects a lot of suppressor ammo right in front of you as these enemies come right to your front. And you can see when I'm going to run out of Magnum ammo, I'm going to switch to the suppressor, because not only is there a superfluous amount of suppressor ammo to use, it actually is very good at cutting through Promethean Knights, Watchers, and Crawlers, which is going to be the predominant enemy in this level, so that's pretty good. When I do come across the Promethean Knights, I'm going to use a brute shot. At this point, I have Sprint as an armor ability. I probably should have switched to something else. Sprint's not terrible. You could run to safety, but there's a lot of enemies in this level, so you might just be running into more enemies. So teleportation might be a good idea, and you can see there's a bunch littered around the map from the Promethean Knights I've killed. And this level, you basically just use suppressors for the small guys, the small crawlers, and you want to use brute shots. You can see the brute shot ammo right above me. If I just head straight up, there's a glistening brute shot. So that's where I'm going to get more ammo eventually. It is limited, so use it at your own discretion. Use it sparingly, only against the Promethean Knights. The suppressor is more than enough to take out these crawlers. The grunts, however, I'm going to use a brute shot. I'm going to miss with one because I'm an idiot. But the grunts don't take too much damage from the suppressor, actually. It's not that great against them, so I just switched to the brute shot to quickly and easily take them out. This is a level where you really want to kill the enemies as quickly as you can because you could easily get overrun by all the enemies spawning in here. So a brute shot for any Covenant enemies, whether it be grunts or elites. Also the brute shot for any Promethean Knights, and then for the Watchers and Crawlers, just shoot them with a suppressor. So that is that. Also prioritize those Promethean Knights who are shooting a scatter shot, because those guys could be pretty devastating, and they're a lot more aggressive, it seems, in regards to chasing you down and making you dead. So we're coming upon the end here, and you're going to get some Lieutenant Quan chatter, and she'll be like, oh, the portal's opening up, and you want to be in this area when that happens, so you could jump in quickly and leave this mission. So this is the last mission in all of Halo Spartan Strike so far. No DLC yet. But you can see right in the beginning, I moved to the left and grabbed Overshield. And I moved over here and grabbed a grenade launcher. The grenade launcher isn't that imperative, but it is nice to have. Also, it's an assault op for this level to kill some of the shade turrets with a grenade launcher. So you can get that up while you're doing this. But the beginning of this level is basically just, hey, hop on this turret right here and kill all of these people coming through the portals. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Also, I should have mentioned this way earlier in this video. If you're having trouble getting through these levels, you could use boosters. They are items you could buy before you start a level. You could upgrade your loadouts, which is your primary and secondary weapon, and your armor ability. So you could use boosters, which are either damage booster or shield booster. The shield booster makes your shield recharge faster once it starts recharging, and the damage booster obviously gives you more damage as you shoot your guns. So there are those options. And the armor abilities, you could use either Seeker Drone, Airstrike, or Overshield to upgrade what you have in the beginning of each level. So that'll make it way easier. And also you could upgrade your weapons too, to like a sniper, Spartan laser, or rockets, I think are the options. But once you kill all those enemies and enemies start coming from the bottom right out of a dropship, you want to go down to this turret and kill those guys, and then there will be people to the top area as well. And then you wait a little bit. You might have to get out and walk around, which is what I did for a second there. But you want to get right back in the turret and kill all these enemies as they come at you. There's going to be a bunch of Covenant now coming at you through these portals, and are going to be coming at you from the left for the most part. I think entirely from the left, actually. We'll see if I get proven wrong, but here we go. It's mostly just elites and jackals. It might only be elites and jackals. Again, we'll see if I get proven wrong. But you just want to kill all these enemies. They will stop eventually after a little bit. And you could go over there. The first shade turret that is dropped off is towards your left, so you could take that out. with a grenade launcher or anything you want. I would advise a grenade launcher just to get your assault ops up. But if you already have that or you just don't care, then whatever. Once they stop, you could move over here. There's going to be no more reinforcements until you kill this shade turret. So kill that turret. It takes a couple grenade launches. And then just head back to this turret again. And you're going to shoot up, which is where the enemies will come at you from. So this is fairly straightforward, this part. This part's more annoying because you can't kill enemies to your upper left due to the blockade right there. So sometimes some jackals or the grunts will throw a grenade at you from over there, which is annoying because you can't do anything about it while you're on the turret until they walk closer or further away. So from that 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock position, they're kind of safe. Or 9 to like 11:30-ish. We'll just kill all these enemies again like we did earlier. The enemies were coming at us from the left, but now they're coming at us from the top. So pretty much the same thing, except it's grunts and jackals this time instead of jackals and elites. So that's a little better, I guess. But just kill that turret, go up there, kill it, head back down here, and get on this turret again for a third time? Fourth time? I don't know. I think it's third time. But just kill, again, all the enemies as you can. This time it's going to be jackals and brute chieftains. Brute chieftains are annoying because they deploy those proximity mines, and also they throw fire bombs. Also, at this point, you can see I'm shooting. There's a jackal to the direct left, or not the left, the direct right of me. And I can't kill him because there's that box right there. There's some kind of barricade that the jackal is just standing there behind. And a lot of times he'll just stand there. You can see I'm tired of his crap right now, so I threw a grenade at him. Because sometimes he'll actually just stand there and throw a grenade every once in a while, and that will devastate your turret. So it's kind of annoying and nerve-wracking to have him just standing there and just staring at you. So I threw a grenade at him. At this point, you want to get on the turret above the one I'm on now. You want to get the one up top, which I forgot about for a second. So I'm going to kill all the enemies I can from here, but you really want to be up top. You're supposed to be defending this Hornet, but I have never seen it take any damage other than damage I dealt it personally. It's very weird. I think it's like the level is designed where you're supposed to be defending this, but you could easily just not defend it, I'm pretty sure, and it'll be totally fine. But just go up here. You can see I switched out for this one, which I should have been on all along. And your priority is any suicide grunts, which are mostly people that are just going to spawn from above, which you saw just happened. And if you can't see any enemies, just shoot where I'm shooting right now, kind of through that other turret down below. You see it just blew up because I was shooting at it. But that cuts off all the enemies from going at the Hornet. So you can't kill all of them. There's going to be always a couple people up on the Hornet, but they actually don't really damage it at all. So just kind of shoot down there and shoot at the red dots on your screen. You can't really see them, but you could still kill people that are off screen. So that's pretty cool. So again, once that blast happens, that big ripple of space-time whateverness, just head down here, and that will cue the other Spartan to head down here. I'm wondering who he is. What are you doing here, guy? But once he boards this Hornet, you'll be able to board it like 5 seconds later, and you just hop on, and that is it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Click like and subscribe. Leave a comment, and I'll see you for the last achievement in the Spartan Strike, and then we're on to the Master Chief Collection again.